Non-Liverpool fans writing articles, going on the radio, doing videos, calling Trent a traitor.
The reaction to the Trent Alexander-Arnold news, especially the reaction from some of the Liverpool fans, it is baffling.
Are Real Madrid trying to sign the wrong Liverpool right back? Because we know they want Trent Alexander-Arnold, but is he really what they need?
Trent has no defensive problem. We had a defensive problem, hopefully had. Because our timing was not right, and we take risk in defending. Everybody knows that.
Fullbacks not playing like wingers. Midfield's not spread across the pitch.
What about Trent Alexander-Arnold?
Yeah, poor defensively. Couldn't cope. Could not cope. Doesn't see the danger.
Craig, would you say Trent is a Liverpool legend? I wouldn't use the word legend, but I would use the word great. But a legend is different.
He was just a kid from West Derby, dribbling through the shadows of Anfield, dreaming of one day wearing the red shirt. Not just wearing it, owning it. Trent Alexander-Arnold didn't explode onto the scene with brute strength or blistering speed. He arrived with something rarer: vision, touch, swagger. A playmaker's brain in a fullback's body.
Alexander-Arnold, what a whip on that cross! Brilliant delivery! Matic there ahead of Jota. Alexander-Arnold's ball in, and there's the second goal, scored again by Sadio Mane.
But for every flash of brilliance, there were whispers. He can't defend. He's a liability. He doesn't fit. And when Gareth Southgate left him on the bench, the message was loud. England didn't trust their best passer.
I will bet you dinner that if he persists with Trent Alexander-Arnold and Phil Foden in this starting 11, post-group stages, they will get beat.
Was Trent always destined to be more than a right back? This is the story of a player who refused to be boxed in, of tactical reinvention, relentlessness, criticism, and a rebirth in midfield. This is how Trent Alexander-Arnold defied the mold and became England's secret weapon.
Space for Alexander-Arnold, and he's made the most of it.
Trent Alexander-Arnold's story begins in West Derby, Liverpool, where his footballing journey took root. Born on October 7, 1998, he joined Liverpool's academy at the age of 6 after being spotted during a half-term camp. Initially playing as a midfielder, his exceptional passing and vision stood out. Under Jurgen Klopp, he transitioned to right back, a position that allowed him to utilize his creative skills from deeper areas on the pitch. Alexander-Arnold's style redefined the fullback role. His precise crosses and strategic playmaking earned him the moniker of Liverpool's quarterback. He didn't just overlap. He orchestrated. A defining moment came during the 2019 Champions League semi-final against Barcelona. With the aggregate score level, he took a quick corner, catching the defense off guard and assisting Divock Origi's decisive goal.
Take it quickly. Oh, wonderful thinking, Origi. Brilliant.
This spontaneous act showed his footballing intelligence and became one of the most memorable assists in Champions League history. But that moment wasn't luck. It was instinct. Trent later revealed he always looked for signs of ball watching, always scanning, always anticipating. Coaches say even as a teen, he saw passes others didn't. His assist tally exploded 12 in the 2018-19 Premier League season alone, a record for a defender. Through his journey from a local academy player to a key figure in Liverpool's modern dominance, Alexander-Arnold exemplifies how passion, intelligence, and swagger can transform traditional roles in football. He didn't just make it to the first team, he made the right back role his own invention. By the 2022-2023 season, the sheen on Trent Alexander-Arnold's brilliance began to dull. Once hailed as Liverpool's creative engine, he now found himself under scrutiny. Critics zeroed in on his defensive lapses. Former Liverpool player Jose Enrique remarked. Pundits like Paul Merson echoed similar sentiments, suggesting that Alexander-Arnold hadn't improved in years. Roy Keane was even more scathing, stating, "I still can't believe how bad he is defensively." If you give time to Trent, you can see his decision-making, his quality passing is fantastic, but honestly, I still can't believe how bad he is defensively. Against better teams, of course he'll be found out. The criticism wasn't confined to club football. Gareth Southgate, England's manager, often overlooked Alexander-Arnold for the national team, favoring players like Kyle Walker for their defensive solidity. Even when selected, Alexander-Arnold was sometimes deployed out of position, a move that drew questions from observers like Emmanuel Petit, who expressed concerns over Southgate's tactical decisions.
When I look at the game of Trent Alexander-Arnold, I was thinking he's lost on the pitch. He doesn't know what to do tactically, in terms of defending, but as well when he gets the ball.
England's midfield, in the absence of a playmaker like Alexander-Arnold, often appeared disjointed. Analysts noted a lack of cohesion between key players, affecting the team's overall performance. Amidst the mounting criticism, Alexander-Arnold remained resolute. He challenged the narrative that he was defensively weak, stating he was fed up being called a bad defender. He told journalists, "I think that perception was perhaps harsh," Alexander-Arnold said. "It was a big perception, and it was hard to shrug off with just one good defensive game. But we have had 4 out of 5 clean sheets. That is exceptional from a back line." His determination to refine his defensive skills signaled a commitment to evolve beyond the labels assigned to him. In this period of adversity, Alexander-Arnold's journey reflected the challenges faced by modern footballers, balancing individual brilliance with the team's expectations and navigating the fine line between criticism and constructive feedback. By the 2022-23 season, Liverpool faced challenges, with defensive vulnerabilities and inconsistent performances. In response, manager Jurgen Klopp introduced a tactical shift, repositioning Trent Alexander-Arnold into an inverted fullback role. This adjustment allowed Alexander-Arnold to drift into central midfield during possession, enhancing both defensive stability and creative playmaking. This strategic move was not solely about bolstering the defense. It also unlocked Alexander-Arnold's exceptional passing abilities. Liverpool assistant manager Pep Lijnders highlighted this, stating he can find the forwards in the way nobody else can. The shift resulted in a more compact team structure, reducing susceptibility to counterattacks and revitalizing Liverpool's overall performance. Statistically, Alexander-Arnold's influence grew markedly. His expected assists increased, and he consistently ranked among the top players for touches and switches of play. Notably, he achieved his 50th Premier League assist in a victory against Leeds United on April 17, 2023. Furthermore, he became the first player to assist in 5 consecutive Premier League matches twice, underscoring his creative resurgence. Key matches exemplified his impact in this new role. In a 6-1 triumph over Leeds United, Alexander-Arnold's central positioning facilitated fluid transitions and incisive passes that dismantled the opposition's defense. Similarly, during a 4-3 victory against Tottenham Hotspur, his ability to control the game's tempo from midfield was instrumental in Liverpool's success. Klopp's tactical innovation not only addressed Liverpool's immediate challenges, but also redefined Alexander-Arnold's role, transforming him into a central orchestrator. This evolution silenced critics and reaffirmed his status as a pivotal figure in both Liverpool's and England's setups. For years, Gareth Southgate hesitated to fully integrate Trent Alexander-Arnold into England's midfield. Despite his creative prowess at Liverpool, Alexander-Arnold often found himself sidelined or played out of position for the national team. That changed in June 2023 during a Euro 2024 qualifier against Malta. Southgate finally deployed Alexander-Arnold centrally, and the results were immediate. He delivered a standout performance, scoring a stunning long-range goal and orchestrating play with precision. After the game, Southgate acknowledged Alexander-Arnold's contribution. Building on this momentum, Alexander-Arnold continued to impress in subsequent matches, including a dominant display against North Macedonia. His performances silenced critics and reignited fan support. As Euro 2024 approached, Alexander-Arnold's role became increasingly vital. His ability to control the game's tempo and deliver incisive passes added a new dimension to England's midfield. In the tournament, he continued to showcase his versatility and vision, contributing significantly to England's progress. The transformation was complete. Trent Alexander-Arnold had redefined his role, becoming England's secret weapon. His journey from a sideline right-back to a central midfield maestro exemplifies resilience and adaptability. As England aims to end their 58-year wait for a major tournament victory, Alexander-Arnold's emergence in midfield could be the key to unlocking its full potential. With Jurgen Klopp's departure in 2024, Liverpool entered a new chapter under Arne Slot, and so did Trent Alexander-Arnold. The 26-year-old vice-captain has flourished under Slot's guidance, evolving into a more complete player. Slot's tactical adjustments have seen Alexander-Arnold transition from his hybrid role to a more traditional right-back position. This shift has bolstered Liverpool's defense, reducing vulnerabilities that were previously exploited. Alexander-Arnold's defensive metrics have improved significantly. He's averaging 2.5 tackles per game, up from 1.5 in prior seasons, and winning 61% of his duels. Offensively, while his role has been slightly reined in, his creativity remains evident. He's a joint top among Liverpool players for chances created this season, with 16, and boasts an expected assist of 2.55, the 4th highest in the Premier League. Although he has only 1 assist to his name, the quality of chances he's creating underscores his continued offensive threat. Alexander-Arnold has praised Slot's detailed approach, noting the manager's emphasis on positional awareness and decision-making. He said in an interview, "He helps me and teaches me a lot," he said. "He is strict with me. I like that. He helps me with weak points in my game and he wants me to improve. He tells me where to stand to get the ball. You don't get the ball there because someone will mark you. So why would you stand there? And if you are marked and other people come in and Ryan Gravenberch is marked, there is space behind him and you look for depth. It's very in depth, very detailed. Under Slot, Liverpool has seen a resurgence. With 11 wins out of 13 in the Premier League and 18 wins from 20 games in all competitions. Alexander-Arnold's enhanced defensive contributions have been pivotal in this success. As Liverpool navigates this new era, Alexander-Arnold stands as a testament to adaptability and growth. His evolution under Slot not only reinforces his importance to the team, but also cements his status as one of the Premier League's elite defenders. Once upon a time, Trent Alexander-Arnold was football's paradox, a player bursting with genius, boxed into a role that never quite fit. He can't defend. He is a luxury, a right back with a midfielder's ego. That was the verdict from pundits and fans alike. For years, Trent was just battling opponents on the pitch. He was wrestling the game's rigid traditions. But fast forward to today, and the narrative has flipped. Now those same critics are silent or rewriting their scripts. Because Trent Alexander-Arnold is no longer the question, he's the answer. England's most intelligent passer, Liverpool's heartbeat, vice-captain, leader, architect. A player who doesn't just play positions, he bends them to his will. The magic, it was never about reinvention, it was a rediscovery. Arne Slot's system didn't reinvent Trent, it recognized what he always was. A playmaker with the technique of a midfielder, the vision of a number 10, and the range of a quarterback. Slot just gave him the platform to express that. In England colours too, Trent has finally been unshackled. His performances in midfield against Malta and North Macedonia weren't just good, they were catalytic. He's given us something we haven't had, Southgate admitted, a long overdue epiphany. And yet, through all the formations and philosophies, Trent's essence never changed. He always wanted the ball, always played on the front foot, always believed he could dictate games. The world just needed to catch up. Now, with the World Cup on the horizon and a new Liverpool chapter unfolding, Trent stands at the peak of his powers not just as a player, but as a symbol of versatility, of resilience, of redefining what's possible when you refuse to be boxed in. From the streets of West Derby to Wembley's bright lights, his journey is still unfolding. But one truth is clear. From right back to revelation, Trent Alexander-Arnold didn't change positions, he changed football. If you've ever been told to stay in your lane, just remember Trent Alexander-Arnold rewrote the map. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories of players who broke the mold. And feel free to let us know, is Trent the most revolutionary English footballer of his generation? The debate starts now.